Alright, hey guys, it's Jake here. Matt will be right back. He'll join us in a second. But yeah, we clicked on the video, you know what's up. We watched Into the Spider-Verse. Matt's never seen this movie before. I've seen it a couple times. I haven't actually seen this in a while, actually. But yeah, so I'll just kind of just get right to it, just talk about the plot. So when Matt comes back, we'll have an actual conversation about this peak movie, I guess. So very simplistic story, Miles Morales is the main character of the story, not Peter Parker. Peter Parker is in it, but he dies, and it gets a little wonky and stuff. But yeah, but then the main villain, the Kingpin, is working on a collider, and that brings in a bunch of spider people from other universes to this Miles's universe, where Peter's dead, and there's actually another Peter B. Parker, who joins and tries to take Miles under his wing because he gets bitten by the radioactive spider. It's basically Miles's origin story. A lot of stuff happens. Most of the movie they just don't think he's ready, that he's just a kid, he doesn't have his powers under control. But then you have Miles's uncle, Aaron Davis. Like in the comics, he's the Prowler, and he works for the Kingpin. But then he finds out that Miles is one of the Spider-Men, and and he dies, fortunately. Sorry, I'm just kind of rambling and just going through it quickly. It's just like, I bet a lot of people who've probably seen this movie already and are probably very anticipated for the sequel. That's why we're watching it, because we're gonna see the sequel. As of recording this, we're gonna see it next week. I'm very excited. But anyway, yeah, there's a big final battle stuff, and Miles proves himself to be a worthy Spider-Man, and that's basically the plot of the movie. I'm sorry I'm being a little more simplistic with it, just a basic rundown. Like I said, rather wait for Matt to get into more detailed conversations, I would say. But yeah, I'll probably repeat myself to Matt when he comes back. But I really enjoyed this. I feel bad that I haven't seen this movie in a while. This movie in a while. This movie is still, in terms of Spider-Man movies, I'd say it's in the S tier in terms of Spider-Man movies. Very great. But yeah, Into the Spider-Verse. Very excited for the sequel. My expectations are, I actually don't really have any. I just know, judging by this movie, that the next one's gonna be very good as well. So yeah, Spider-Man. Yeah, the movies, and here he comes.
Are you fucking kidding me? Jake, I told you we're not doing a session today. What the fuck? Why do you always break into my house, come downstairs when I'm taking a shower, and fucking start recording? You've been doing this for 4 fucking minutes. Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
How do you even know how to use OBS?
I don't.
What?
I was just mashing your keyboard because I wanted to break your computer, and then OBS popped up, and then that happened, and then this Spider-Man picture, and then Nerd Vibe that thing happened, and then it's just started recording, and then for the past few minutes I've just been rambling nonstop about freaking Pokemon.
Oh, I see. Okay. Well, anyways. No, that makes sense, but I don't know why you were talking about Pokemon when there's a Spider-Man picture.
I don't know.
Riddle me this. Why would you be here when you could go to I don't know, somewhere like Red Robin maybe.
Red Rock.
Well, that's a reference to our Until Dawn playthrough. Get it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't think of a restaurant, so I went with Red Robin.
Oh yeah. Spoilers for Until Dawn playthrough.
Yeah. The only good running joke we had.
I know.
Before,
in all seriousness, I was watching the Scream movies, and I was gonna Snapchat you. I wanted to Snapchat you through and take a picture of my screen. Like, no way, Hayden.
Huh? Hayden?
Yeah.
Oh, you said Hayden. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. No. Yeah. She's yeah. One of two blondes I'm currently into right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Watch the last Fake Gamers Lounge for that. Think about one of them. I feel like we're gonna get like a couple new views somehow with this video, and they're gonna just hear you talking about like some serious topic, you know, that you were talking about before I came here, and then now this entire podcast is just derailed completely.
Jokes aside, I just talked about the plot because I wanted to get that out of the way. But there was an awkward silence because I heard you come in. I was like, okay, maybe we should stop talking.
Yeah.
But yeah, so your thoughts?
Well, first of all, you know, sorry, I wanted to take a drink of my chocolate milk because I'm very dehydrated right now. It was a good movie. When did this come out? 2018?
Yes.
Yeah. So pretty much I'm the only one, the only person in the entire world who hasn't seen this movie yet. And, you know, I'm glad that I can finally have an icebreaker conversation with the, you know, all the other 7.5 billion people in the world, about, you know, something that I can finally relate to someone about. So, you know, it only took like 5-6 years for me to finally sit down and watch the movie.
Well, no, the thing is that we were gonna watch this at my house during my birthday party, but you had to leave.
When was this?
My early FGC. We were gonna watch it. You probably saw like the first 10 minutes, and then you had to leave because you were having an allergic reaction to my pets.
Really?
And then,
oh my god!
And then you left, and then I think either you didn't come back or you came back later, like much later, and we switched movies. Because I think
Didn't we watch Spy Kids after that?
No, we watched Shark Boy and Lava.
Oh, that's what I meant. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Same movie.
Same movie, basically. Yeah. I do remember that.
Yeah, I did think you. I think you came back when everyone left, and it was just me and Isaiah.
Yeah.
And then I think me and him just watched the whole movie, and then by the time you came back, we just switched to Shark Boy and Lava.
I do remember that because this is why it's a podcast format now and not a review format, because we get so off script. But
that's the point of this podcast anyway.
Yeah,
we're just derailed other topics.
This is like a more like defined Fake Gamers Lounge. But like I do remember being at your birthday party and then your dog just being a fucking nuisance to me, and then I had to go. I wanted to watch it. I think I wanted to watch it.
Yeah, like I said, I think you only saw like the first like 10 minutes.
I do remember the bedroom scene, that's about it. But like yeah, I had to go home and rest. I probably took a shower.
And you probably came back. If I remember correctly.
I remember the Discord chats. You were like, hey, we're going to use the Xbox now. And I was so excited because I wanted to play Simpsons Hit and Run. So I brought my Simpsons Hit and Run disc. And then you were like, no, we're not doing that actually. And I felt very sad.
Oh, yeah. I only remember that.
That's the part I remember mostly.
Jeez. So long ago.
I know. Times fly.
Yeah.
But yeah. That was a fun time, period. But we'll discuss that some other time on a Fake Gamers Lounge. Spider-Man.
Your thoughts?
So, the only really gripe I have with this movie, and you probably know what I'm gonna talk about, is the pacing, at least in like the first half hour.
Okay.
Because what I didn't understand is, obviously the movie starts, I'm assuming like whenever school starts up in like the fall, in the summerish time. and then he becomes Spider-Man basically after getting bit, right? And then as he's about to leap off the fucking one of the buildings, like it's just starts snowing. So like, I don't know if you're understanding what I'm trying to get at.
No,
but, like,
it's set in December because if you looked at his test, it said December, like the date of like he took the test. So it wasn't December though.
the movie didn't start in December.
It did.
Oh, that's what I'm going to ask.
Yes, because when you saw there was like a test and showed the date, it was December. So yeah. But I understand where you're coming from though.
I'm just confused. I know this is a fucking animated movie, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like to me, I see sunshine. You know, no like weirdness, no like snow in New York. Cause like it looks like the people in the streets.
You know what has this? You know that has this the same thing. Cobra Kai has the same thing like that.
Really?
Do you remember in like season 1 when like there would be that whole montage and you would see like it was just like after the Halloween dance and then you cut to Miguel doing push-ups and there's Christmas decorations like that kind of stuff. I
remember that actually. No.
Like Cobra Kai has that same like time kind of thing, I guess.
To me, Cobra Kai makes kind of sense though because like the thing that makes sense to me with Cobra Kai is they would train a lot.
Yeah.
For tournaments and then time flows by.
So. Oh yeah, because they have to condense like for like seasons like 1 and 4, they need to condense like maybe 5 to 6 months in like 10 episodes. So like literally majority of the episodes are just big time skips.
Yeah.
Like what's
yeah. That happens. But yeah, that's it didn't take me out of the movie, and now that. I guess since it took place in December this entire time, I guess it makes sense. But that's okay. The only thing I really have to say. Other than that, the movie looked really good.
Oh yeah. The animation's just they knocked it out of the park with the animation. Yeah. They were really.
I agree. Something that so basically. Is the Peter Parker in this movie.
Which one are we talking about? The older one?
The original, the blonde one.
Yeah, the blonde.
Did he just so happen to do the same things that Tobey Spider-Man did? Is he like supposed to be the same guy?
I heard that apparently they were gonna get Tobey to do it, which I would have been like
voiceover.
Yeah, I would have been like that would have been so amazing. But then they were like, oh no, that will just confuse everybody. Like no, it freaking wouldn't.
People would love it very much.
Yeah, I think it was just like Easter egg like references, I guess. Because they had like the same like Uncle Ben voice, like they literally took the clip from like the movie with like with great power comes great responsibility.
Oh, did they?
Yeah,
that's cool.
So I think it was just all just one giant reference.
Yeah,
to Toby. But when it comes to like the other one, Peter B, there's just something about like Spider-Man's just always been relatable, but it's just something about his version that just hits different.
With like the divorce,
the depression,
depression, eating pizza in bed,
the sad eating,
yeah,
just hits different when you're now an adult now.
Yeah,
the burnout. It's it's the burnout. It's like the depression, the burnout. He's like kind of just tired of everything.
The lost feeling.
Yeah, he's just like kind of just over everything.
Yeah. Like, I am already there at 23 years old.
Yeah, that was every time when I like that his whole like my name's Peter, I just sit there and I'm like, man, I this hits too deep for me.
I want to be, I just saw a quote just now. I always want to be a Peter Parker in a Peter B. Parker world. You know.
And just like him like just scared having kids and stuff and just
yeah. I don't really relate to that actually. Actually, I kind of do to an extent. Should we just make this like a fucking no. That would be too deep for a fucking review. Just be like, hey, do you want kids? You want kids?
Philosophical question.
Just a philosophical conversation in a review about the Spider-Verse.
I mean, Yeah, I don't know, just when it comes to like Spider-Man, like Peter B's like one of the best
Because
versions.
he's supposed to be relatable.
Yeah,
he's supposed to be the everyday person.
Yeah, and like having now, and what's so weird is like the comic books, they will always have Peter Parker still be a teenager, but in like this one they let him grow up.
Yeah, they should do that.
Yeah,
like, I hope they let fucking Tom's Spider-Man grow up. I think they should also after
because now for like most people now the adult problems are now more relatable than like high school stuff.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't make his entire thing is he's supposed to be an everyday man, relatable to everyone. Anyone can be Spider-Man, but it's just like still giving him like high school problems to like the majority of like people who grew up with him are now adults. Like now hey, have different problems that they need to relate to.
Yeah.
So that's why Peter B is like so good.
I think after Tom's Spider-Man, unless they allow him to grow up, they should cast like a grown-up Spider-Man, and I think it should be me because by the time he's done, I think I'll be a grown-up as well, and it'll be like, you know, does he become Spider-Man when he's an adult, or is he already Spider-Man at this point? You know, Sony, listen, I will be Peter Parker, Peter B. Parker. I wanna fuck a redhead. I have problems with a redhead or a blonde. I mean, you could go down the Tom Holland direction and just, you know, put me with a girl of color, and that would be good too. You know, you can, you know, kill my uncle. I mean, I only have one uncle in real life, so you can kill him. You know, he can be the cast. You know, I already have the family, so send me an email at gigahyt and at Gmail, by the way, and we'll get it all done. And you can fire Tom Holland, and then that will lead to Zendaya divorcing him, and then she can get with Spider-Man again, and we can go from there. So yeah, let me know. I think it's a good plan.
So, yeah. Besides Peter B, the other Spider-Man, Miles.
Yeah.
He's great too.
Yeah, he was okay.
He's okay.
He was fine. Whatever.
It sounded a little bit racist, Matt.
I'm channeling my inner Spider Lotus right now.
Why are you looking at me like that?
You say you can't give me Spider-Man. There should be a racist Spider-Man though, so
probably.
You know it could be more related.
The multiverse,
to the,
multiverse,
southern demographic, you know.
The multiverse.
Do you see that chart, like that map chart, where it's like who's his favorite Spider-Man, and like the southern states, which is like Andrew.
Oh.
Yeah.
Which is
because he's the one who fought a black guy.
Do you know like the ultimate irony of
what?
Like is that Andrew? Do you did I tell you about his pitch for Spider-Man 3?
When he was supposed to have his
third movie?
No.
Yeah. He wanted Mary Jane to be a black dude.
What?
Yeah. So that's the ultimate irony of the southern state. Yeah. He wanted Spider-Man to come out gay or bi, I would say. I mean, I don't have a problem.
Like a Mary Mo John.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, just have him be it. Yeah, and you know, Andrew's like talked about it. Like it's like the whole thing. Anyone can be under the mask. So like in a gay man or a bisexual man. Yeah. But yeah, that's very ironic that the Southerners think he's the best when he had other plans that
he wants that BBC news channel inside of him. You know.
Yeah. Spider-Gwen.
Yeah.
Also good.
Yeah. I gotta say, you know, I just remembered what you said before we started recording, so I'm going to reframe my statement. But since she's actually going to be, no, it wouldn't make sense. It wouldn't be okay. So never mind. It's not sexual.
Spoilers. He was simping.
No, I wasn't. Don't say that. She's a minor. Don't say that.
He was, but then I had to correct him, and he's all good.
I will just say though, this isn't sexual at all. I preferred her hair before Miles ripped it off. That's just it. That's all I will say.
Honestly, I was making like googly eyes at Miles's mom, and
I was too. I wanted to say something. I was like, when he said
Latina.
When he said "mommy" to her, I was like, yeah, that's relatable.
And the teacher.
Yeah.
Because I heard you.
Yeah. You either have to be, a Latina, or a girl with a white girl with poofy hair with glasses, and then
yeah, Doc Ock too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, the female Doc Ock.
Yeah.
Yeah. My second, probably my top in terms of like this Spider-Man Noir is also great.
Yeah, he was funny.
Nicolas Cage. Because it was Nicolas Cage.
That was Nicolas Cage?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
He was Spider-Man?
Yes.
Are you fucking serious?
How do you... He has such a distinct voice. How do you, like, not know?
Wait. Into the Spider-Verse cast.
Sometimes I have, like, matches on my fingertips just to feel something, anything.
Show my cast. Holy fuck. Okay. No, he actually is. Wow.
The big bummer with the sequel is that he's not going to be in it. I'm kind of disappointed by that.
Why?
I don't know why.
Is his character not going to be in it?
I don't know. I'm kind of sad about that.
Damn.
The anime girl Spider-Man. Yeah. It's kind of out of place in my opinion. With the robot and the stuff.
Yeah.
But then Spider-Ham is great. Always been a fan of Spider-Ham. And
yeah.
glad that he got a chance to be in a movie.
Yeah, I learned about his existence when the movie first came out.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know he existed. I didn't know he was a real thing. Were all those characters like actually existing before the movie?
Yes.
I see. That's interesting. I'm not trying to sound disinterested, by the way. I just am checking Twitter right now, and that's about it. I'm done. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. This movie's just peak.
Yeah.
A lot of the comedy is also really good too.
Yeah.
Very actiony. Got a great villain with a great like motivation.
Yeah.
Just wants his family back.
White Jacob. No. That's why I relate to it. I always fight Jacob. I'm always in a pure fighting state with him because he's fucking stupid, and I have to correct him all the time. When his family died, I laughed. When they got the car flipped over, it literally did a fucking plane maneuver. Did a bounce. Someone should have put a sound effect in that moment where they get hit by that fucking truck, because I think it's a fucking...
I heard you dying. I laughed when Peter Porker got sent home and he just...
You know why? Because of the fucking cartoon sound effect when he fell. Like you can't do that. Humor these days.
Drake energy.
Yeah, humor these days is just like, I don't know what it is, but like I don't know if it's like a downgrade, but like all these cartoon sound effects and these fucking memes is just like starting to get to me.
Can you float in the air while you smell a pie? Drake energy.
Yeah, I loved him and Spider-Man for sure. Yeah, especially like what you said with the fucking match scene.
And the Rubik's Cube.
Yeah.
I'm taking this. What color is it? Is it purple? No. Okay, blue. I'm taking this cube thing with me. I don't even know what it does, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah. It'd be funny. So, were the trailers
For this Across the Spider-Verse, the second one?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's been a couple.
I don't think I've seen.
The post-credit scene that we'll talk more about is like setting up the the sequel.
This what?
I just had a slip up.
That's sex sequel? Making a sex 2?
No, Ned Leeds?
Ned? The CEO of sex?
The sex patch updates arrived.
You can come twice as much now. A 5% chance of being able to orgasm again after you blow your first load.
Yeah, the post-credit scene, that was Spider-Man 2099. He's from the trailers, he looks like he's gonna be the bad guy. Yeah. But that in quotation marks, because like he's not really. I can't really like. I don't want to, because we're seeing it next week. I don't want to like, and I don't want to like delve into like theories or whatever, like with the second ones. But from the trailers, it looks like a bunch of spider people are going after Miles for reasons.
Yeah.
Spider-Man Lotus.
Yeah.
Right behind.
It's just like 1,000 Spider-Man Lotuses trying to fucking kill Miles. Yeah. You hear a fucking unison of people being like, "Who said your kind could be Spider-Man?"
I remember when do you remember, you probably didn't pay attention, but do you remember when they were gonna, I don't even know, they were doing the Spider-Man animated series on Disney Plus, and they had Norman Osborn Black, and then I remember someone posted me of like the Homelander just watching the screen. It's like the creators of Spider-Man Lotus when they see that Norman Osborn is black.
Yeah, I don't pay attention to the cartoons.
Yeah, it was kind of like a big deal because it was like, because with that show there was like, because they said it was going to take place in the MCU, but it was like a bunch of continuity problems, and but then they're like, nope, it's not part of the MCU, it's part of the multiverse, and whatever.
Yeah.
I will say though, it was probably memed a lot, so you might have, but with the second one, the trailer, they literally referenced Spider-Man No Way Home, like Spider-Man 2099 literally says,
I did see that. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah, when all of them.
When I saw that, I thought that was fake. I was like, "There's no way they're referencing No Way Home," and they're like, and I saw the trailer, I was like, "Oh, it is real."
Yeah.
Don't even get me started on Doctor Strange and that nerd on Earth 19. which does mean, in terms of like the sequel and like there's gonna be, this is part 1, but there's gonna be a part 2 in terms of like the sequel. That means that those guys can show up.
Yeah.
It's possible now, and that's absolutely crazy.
Do you think if the animated?
Oh, don't even. There's gonna. Have you seen like the poster for the second one? Do you know how many Spider people are gonna be in there? It's like 100.
Yeah. Like
PS4 Spider-Man's gonna be in it.
Really?
Spectacular Spider-Man. My personal favorite, Spectacular Spider-Man's like in there, but most of them are probably just gonna be cameos, or like they might have like one line of dialogue, and they'll probably be
never exist again. Never exist again until like 10 years from now.
But I'm really excited for the sequel.
Yeah.
I think now that you've seen it, you're gonna be like a lot more hyped now.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like this movie came out during a time when I didn't watch movies at all, and I kind of wanted to see it. Obviously not really that much back then, but now that there's a sequel, it was definitely piquing my interest, and yeah, we can go from there. Ratings.
It's gonna be 2 questions for you. Well, obviously your rating, and then in terms of rank it in terms of like Spider-Man movies that you've seen. Like, where would you put it?
Okay.
Because you've now seen all the Tobey trilogy. You've seen Far From Home and No Way Home. And that's pretty much it.
Yeah. I don't know. That's such a terrible question to ask me because I like everything I see. I'm so easily entertained.
Mm-hmm.
And like I'm not trying to be that person, but I definitely prefer like in real life films.
Live action.
Yeah, live action. That's what I meant, as opposed to animation.
Amy Schumer.
Do you have a problem with cartoons? But like no, like I'm not saying like I don't prefer this one over any of the other ones at all by any means. I don't know. I would, because the thing is, you would have to ask me like a year from now, honestly, because you know I don't have time.
That's always been even like for me, like just who's seen like every Spider-Man movie, like even when I did a lot of people would get what is it, the Letterboxd, like they would do the ranking, like put them like rank them, and I did the ranking, and I was so like torn whether to put No Way Home, this movie, and Spider-Man 2 in like the number one spot, and I was like so conflicted. But so those three are a tie for me. I think those are all like the top tier in terms of like Spider-Man movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one's definitely. Some people regard this one as the best one, and you know I can see their understanding as to why.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm giving this movie 9 out of 10.
I will give this movie. You know what? I'll go with the same score as you this time. I'll go 9.0.
Yes. Yeah, amazing animated movie. The sequel is gonna be. Hopefully, the sequel will be live up to it. I do have faith in the guys who do this movie that it's not gonna be awful.
Is it the same guys?
Yes.
Then yeah, I think it should be good. It looks good.
Yeah.
Definitely looking forward to it for sure. So yeah, next week we'll be doing the review of the next one. You know, obviously we don't really like doing 2 reviews back to back, but we did a review last time, and I think we did also another review before that one too, so
yeah, in terms of Nerd Vibe, you're gonna get Spider-Man 2 videos back to back.
Yep.
So, you know, you guys like it.
And reviews just in general. I mean,
yeah.
I think we can go back to Spider-Man, but after next week, I am planning on getting Netflix.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
You want to grind Breaking Bad before it? I'm guessing that's why, because you want to grind Breaking Bad before they remove it.
Oh yeah, like I've been wanting to watch that and like actually start that.
Yeah, because we also need to do Cobra Kai, and the reason, like for context for guys, like we did the first half of season 3. It's just our tradition is just when we finish the season we do a tier list, but of course OBS didn't record our tier list.
Do you want to just not do that stuff anymore?
What, the tier list?
The tier lists, just in
okay.
general.
We can do like just us where you can just do like a format like this and just do a ranking, like best to worst character, I guess.
Yeah,
that could work.
I mean, how we keep track though, personally, like we'd have to use a computer just to be like, okay, this is where they go, this is where that person goes. I mean, I'm not saying we shouldn't do a tier list, but like for every season, I think it's just
okay. Yeah, I understand that.
Yeah, it might be too much, you know.
Yeah.
So I think we should wait until the end of the series, because like if we
do like
that's already so much time that would be wasted if we did.
Apparently, season 6 is delayed indefinitely because of the writer's strike.
Shit.
I'm kind of like the.
I understand for you. That's delayed because of the writer's strike.
I knew there was gonna be a delay because like I said, because I don't know if I talked about it with you in the Hangout server maybe, but the Cobra Kai seasons always end generally, and I know the audience is tired of me talking about Cobra Kai, but they always end on like that cliffhanger that a new like a character from the original movies is gonna come back.
Yeah.
They always do that like Marvel-esque tease, but the fifth season didn't do any of that, so I knew there was something's wrong here. If they're not setting up anything. Well, they do set up stuff, but it's just like there isn't like a big like, oh my god, this character is gonna be in the next season, like kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then usually like during production of like the current season, they would announce the next season, being like, cause that's what happened with season 5. When season 4 was in development, they said, oh, Netflix just signed us on for season 5. We will get season 5. So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. Personally, it's kind of weird to say, but I hope it gets delayed a little bit more because I think it will not only give them more time to like, because it's gonna be the final season.
Yeah, it's the final season. Yeah.
So I want everything to pay off, and I want it to be done right. Although I thought season 5 was one of the best seasons, season 5 did have some problems more than the other seasons, which don't like take me out of it, but it's still like. And like I said, I still thought season 5 was like the top, like probably the best season of the show. But even though I still, the more, I guess you could say, the holes in like criticism were more obvious than other seasons, I would say.
Yeah.
But yeah. So I just want the show to have a good send off.
Yeah.
And it's also for the feeling that the show is not ending, and I just want to pretend that it's not ending.
Yeah.
Just to see like, oh, the final season, like, ugh. I mean,
yeah,
that means I've been a fan of the show for like half the seasons, because I started watching the show for the build up for season 4, and then season 5 and season 6 I was.
When did the show start?
Same year as this movie.
2018. Yeah. I'm pretty sure like I watched. Like everyone else, they watched the fucking school fight scene, you know?
Yeah.
And
so good though.
Saw the scene of
the cafeteria.
No, actually, I saw the scene.
I saw the cafeteria.
Fucking Johnny throwing his phone after the school fight scene, and Ellie answering the request, DMing him, whatever. So that's
it's still hilarious to me that they ended it on that, and YouTube was like, we're not going to do any more seasons. We're just going to leave the show like that, just on that massive cliffhanger.
Yeah.
And everyone was like, what the fuck are you doing? That's so dumb. That's just YouTube for you.
YouTube in good decisions do not mix. We've been knowing this forever, pretty much.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't read it, but I would see Cobra Kai YouTube channels that I like watch occasionally. Just in like they talk about, oh my god, the season's been delayed because of the writer's strike, and because I heard they were writing the script in February. Which was so funny because they didn't even confirm a season 6 yet, and one of the writers was like, "Yeah, we're starting writing the script." And like, "Oh, so you just confirmed?" No, okay. But then they announced it, and then they said, then Ralph Macchio, Daniel,
yeah,
said they were gonna start shooting in May, and then the writer's strike happened.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Hopefully, it gives them some time if they even finish the script, just to like go through it and be like, okay. Do we still want to do all of this?
Yeah, because like, there's so much like, I just want like a good ending. Like they did say that this is not the end of like the world. I would say they do want to do spin-offs, which I'm all for.
Yeah,
I have faith in these guys that they know what they're doing. Who do the show, so
yeah.
But in terms of like this, I'm kind of sad about it. I hope they just. The main thing is just, dude, it's so funny because it's like, I just want to see those kids graduate high school.
Yeah.
like, because like I know like have you seen that some of the actors don't even like know how old their characters are? Because they've been playing it for like so long. They're like, wait, because like the show takes place in the span of like almost 2 years, and they have no idea like how old their characters are.
Yeah, I think the show should end after graduation. Then after graduation, they can.
I was about to slip up a spoiler, and I'm so glad I didn't. But there's something in season 5 that's like the big focus. That's gonna be the big focus of season 6. But I just hope that stuff gets resolved, and then like the little last episode is them graduating.
Yeah.
And going off their separate ways.
For now, until they, the karate fu makes them all meet up again, like they did to Johnny and Daniel, and the rest of them. And then maybe in 30 years they'll do like
the same thing,
Kaiwate, and make a new
literally
show.
The same thing, but it's the kids. They're all grown up
and new kids. Just make it a cycle.
A legacy cycle.
Never ending karate violence, gang violence of karate.
Nope. Yeah.
They should call the show Eagle Fang. Is that what it's called? Oh no, it's Eagle Kai.
No, Eagle Fang. Right. You're right.
Yeah.
You were referencing Donnie's Dojo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
What was the combined name? Miyagi Fang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just for like that one moment though.
Right.
Again, I don't want to. I will just very, very, very light spoiler. I'm not gonna explain the context, but they were trying to figure out a name for a dojo, but they were both like, yeah, we have no idea what we're gonna name it. So it's probably gonna get unveiled in season 6 or something.
Mm.
So
that's good.
Yeah, we should. Because I can't wait to watch season 5 in terms of like our content.
Yeah.
It's really spicy.
Yeah, we should either do 2 every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, maybe. Because obviously, like, our main priority these days for the channel and gaming. But as time goes on, we'll hopefully do reviews and in real life stuff as time goes, obviously.
Yeah, but all you have to do is just finish that season 3 second half, and we can take like a couple weeks break before we jump to season 4.
Yeah.
That's just all we have to do.
And then, fuck, I don't know if I wanna. Okay, if I watch Breaking Bad, like 2 weeks from now, because that's when I'm thinking of doing that. Would you also watch Breaking Bad?
Sure. I've been tempting to watch it, but it's just each episode. It's just the thing with those shows with like hour-long episodes. Yeah. It's just like, oh, man, do I really don't have the time.
Yeah. I do have the time, but like it's just like I want to do other things with
stuff
my
I'm more
too.
comfortable with.
Yeah.
I would say that I'm more familiar with. That's why I watch Cobra Kai like every night.
Yeah.
It's just comfort, I guess, just to do something I'm more used to, I guess.
Yeah, for some reason I'm just like so nostalgic over Breaking Bad, even though I've never seen it. I don't know why.
I weirdly am too, because I knew someone in middle school when they when they did the book fair. He bought a book about Breaking Bad.
This is a Breaking Bad book?
Yeah, for kids.
Does it teach you how to cook meth in it?
I don't know, but he bought it. He showed me it, and I was like, oh, the show you really like.
Yeah.
Cool.
You ever watched it?
No.
Breaking Bad? Not even like the first season?
Like I said, all the time. I do. I am aware of the memes though. I will say that. I know some semblance of like what's going on. Basically.
Yeah, I saw the Twitter page. I don't know if you know about this, but it's a Twitter page that posts like every frame of Breaking Bad, and it finally got to the scene where like Walter White was just like having a fucking breakdown after someone getting shot. I don't know who, because I didn't want to spoil it, but like they're in that desert. You know that meme where He's just like doing that face.
Oh yeah, and he falls on the.
Yeah, he falls down out of it. Yeah. The most popular tweet.
A buddy of mine, he replied a gif, that gif.
What?
Huh? The gif of like the Walter White falling down.
What's a gif?
Oh, you don't know what a gif? Do you pronounce it GIF then?
Yes, I pronounce it GIF unironically. I've always pronounced it GIF. I'm a team GIF.
The GIF.
Yeah.
Because someone posted the comic panel because of how bonkers Spider-Man comics. Because someone was like, so apparently people see Miles Morales more as Spider-Man than Peter Parker. It shows a panel of someone pointing at Peter Parker Spider-Man and being like, you're not Spider-Man, he's shorter and has red eyes. Like, no, I'm actually Spider.
Yeah.
Kind of dumb, but yeah, but my buddy and I replied to like that with the Walter White, like, man, even like, what is Marvel doing?
Yeah, there's like a whole fucking debate about like Miles Morales is Spider-Man.
Do you know what's it's that debate so conveniently when the trailer dropped for the second one. So convenient that debate sparked.
Yeah.
That has no correlation at all.
No correlation.
He is Spider. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. He's Spider-Man. He doesn't.
Who?
Miles. He's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
Both of them are Spider-Man.
Yeah. Who gives a fuck?
Right. That reminds me. Oh my god. There's also this.
It's totally not. It's totally not that superheroes can have. A superhero can be a mantle and passed down to someone, or there can be two of the same same person with the same two people with the same superhero persona running around. That's never happened before.
Never.
There hasn't been like 5 different people who are Robin. There hasn't been like Falcon has never became Captain America or anything like.
Right.
Yeah, he's Spider, and this movie freaking proved it. It comes back to our review. He's Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Mm.
You know what the debate reminds me of? That's also taking place on Twitter, of all places, obviously. The debate of, is Mr. Krabs from SpongeBob, is he black or white?
It's voiced by a white guy.
And I'm pretty sure in the movie, I think he was white at some point.
No, yeah, because you're right. Because of the SpongeBob movie, he turned Mr. Krabs into a human and he was white.
And then I just saw this fucking person on Twitter, like, quote tweeting this.
Even with that, like, who gives a
No, right, but listen.
It's a fucking crab.
Right, that's what I said. But, like, someone quote tweeted this person's art, right? This good fucking art of a human version of Mr. Krabs who is white, right? And he was like, Mr. Krabs being white doesn't sit right with me. I think he's black.
Well, technically, canonically, if he were to, like, hypothetically turn into a human, that was literally in the SpongeBob movie, he's white.
He's white. He's a fucking pirate sailor or some shit. And also, why do black people want Mr. Krabs to be black too? He's a fucking greedy bastard. You know?
Yeah, it's just like, who gives a fuck?
It's a fucking cartoon. It's a cartoon crab.
It's a superhero that doesn't exist.
His initials are one letter away from being the KKK. Come on. Get real. Get real, America. Fucking idiots.
Mr. Krabs is white. Miles Morales is Spider-Man. Get
Peter Griffin is black.
I mean, you are right.
I'm not wrong, yeah.
Yeah, because his ancestors.
Yeah.
His ancestors.
Yeah.
But he also had ancestors that were white settlers, too.
Fucking slavery. That's not funny, but I'm just saying that's what happened.
Yeah. Was that even in the same episode with the Peter being Peter being black, and then Peter also founding Quahog as a settler in the 1600s? It had to have been.
I don't fucking know.
I know one with one of them, because it was like the fortune teller telling them They're pissed. And the lady who was doing it, when she did Quagmire, she's like, "Oh my god, you were Jack the Ripper!" And it shows like the Victorian like a girl walking, and you just hear giggity.
Oh, I do remember that. Yeah. I don't remember if it was the same episode, but
I think it was,
that.
but I think that was because yeah, because it was like yeah. But I think we should wrap up because we got stuff to do.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for watching. If you stayed this long,
yeah,
great movie. I could highly recommend. Can't wait for the sequel.
Yeah. So expect another one next week.
Yep.
Go. Get out. Get out of here.